like 11
I
public
didn't
schools.
forget. I haven't took it upon myself to really be direct like that. So I need your fucking email is what I'm saying.
Yeah, email me too, motherfucking glazed donut bastard. And I'm streaming live on my channel too, just to let y'all know. So you
Hey,
got
shout
three.
out to Mr. O with the info. Give me what you need to know, or whatever intro he
Shout
got to
out to
send us
Mr.
this shit.
O. I didn't even notice. Yeah, now I see it. I didn't even notice. Yeah, you welcome too, bro. Shout out to Mr. O
You
with the
gonna say my
info.
shit said right, motherfucker.
My
My name
bad.
is Mr. O. Giving what you need to know, but you ain't here for me though,
My
asshole.
You a little aggressive with that shit.
I know, right? Now,
We
people
trying to
gotta
welcome
be
you in
aggressive
the
with
shit.
the folks,
Trying to
man.
treat
You
you
act
like
like that ain't
family
no
and
fun.
shit.
Look, I'm from
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Yes.
I'm
Look,
from the I'm from the South Side Chicago hood. This is how I talk.
yeah, this kind
No,
of how
no,
we
we
talk.
good. I'm fucking with
Nah,
you,
people have heard me talk in real life with my friends. I've done podcasts while I was grilling. It was like, are those really your friends? Y'all are very aggressive. Yo, but they would never. You never went half on the baby. That's the problem, bro. It was always a man responsibility. That's why you had shotgun marriages. Like, yo, you ain't gonna stick me with this baby. You slept with my daughter. You gonna marry a hook or crook.
That was
right?
all when the falls in the house. But guess what though? Hey, yo, hood. I'm glad you said that about Nick Cannon and Cam Newton because we gotta talk about the bitch. The bitch. Hold on. Did we even do our homework on the bitch that interviewed both them individuals? Did y'all know she's a twice divorced woman that's 41 years old? I mean, with these
Oh, she's
so-called
divorced.
She
She's
twice
yeah.
divorced.
I only lightly talked about her background because I know she made it that far. She's unmarried. Being twice divorced only makes it worse. And that's why I'm looking at you like, who are you? Of all people, I would take this from a happily married wife of a bunch of children. Like, I would accept that. Like, because honestly, I would want to be a part of that type of deal. But from a daggle, a
Oh man,
daggle, a
yo,
No,
daggle.
hood.
No, not a
Look where I'm going with
daggle.
this though. Look where
yo,
I'm going with this though. Now, if Cam Newton and Nick Cannon are the male spectrum of what's going wrong with so-called relationships, she's the literally embodiment of what's wrong with the so-called modern woman with her bullshit. Isn't she educated in suicides and so many damn degrees, even though she's not a real psychologist technically? I mean,
Well, Mr.
except
O,
She's a therapist.
Mr. O, this is exactly the tie-in I wanted to make. And Dirty Folks, you kind of jumped in. I wanted to tie this together because I know
real,
it seems like we're all over the place, but we were
well,
talking about a
if I
particular
may,
thing.
if I can,
Hold on,
real.
no, you
Well, I
may
know
not.
this
Give
is
me
a
one
black
minute.
man show.
Give me one minute.
This is a
No,
black
you're
man.
good. You're welcome, but you gotta wait a minute. Be polite like white folk usually are. Listen. Hold on, man. Angry, hold on, Snow, man. I got you. No, I wanted to just give a redirect. We were talking about black men's thoughts on female leadership, and the thing is, and obviously it's not just a black men thing. Snowman is always welcome. And not non-black people are welcome here as well. You know, we're gonna tease you a little bit, but that's just how we roll. But no, the thing is, we're talking about black men's thoughts on female leadership, and I'm pointing out something. I'm making this is a hypothesis. I'm jumping out there, and you can comment on it however you like. Everyone else is welcome. I'm arguing that what we're describing right now, part of the reason why black men are not present in the black family is because we cannot operate under female leadership. That is one of the main reasons why the black family is missing black men, why black men would, quote, abandon the family. And this is one of the things I kind of debunked this just slightly the other day when I was talking about Cam and all of them. The main reason for black men actually leaving a family is family separation. And the main reason for family separation is women leaving the family. Women are the main reasons for the breakups, right? Whether it's marriage or boyfriend, girlfriend. And so the basic idea is that black men don't want to exist under black female leadership, and black women, they'll just try to find a new nigga, and they will keep switching niggas out until they find another guy who's happy to exist under female leadership. We got another panelist on the show. Actually, True Hype. Well, you were actually on the mic a second ago too. Snowman, you got the floor. True Hype. I'm gonna bring it right around back to you in a second.
Dude, honestly, I only came up here for one purpose and one purpose. Saw you trying to network with Dirty. Look, I got this fool's phone number. He never answers it. It goes straight to Google. All right. Getting his email is not going to help you at all. This dude don't even know what day of the week. What day of the week is it, Dirty?
Hey, hold
This
on.
is
Don't
why I
judge me.
need white friends. This is why we gotta have a white guy in the
Why?
circle. Keep
Why?
niggas
What day of the
honest,
week
bro.
is it, Dirty?
Don't
What
judge
day
me.
of the week is it?
Yeah, keep a nigga honest. That's right, Snowman.
It's
Keep a nigga
Wednesday. It's
honest.
Wednesday, damn it.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
He's been telling me we're going to do that Angry Folks show, Snowman. We supposed to do it last night. Guess who never got a hold of a motherfucker? Guess who never called a motherfucker?
Hey, wait till y'all find out.
I'm just saying, man.
Hey, look, but that's not the point. Look, I love you. You're my friend. Don't be embarrassing me in front of company, motherfucker. You can't be my token.
Now he gonna play the retarded role. Oh, that was low.
See what he doing? See what he doing?
That was low. We got to get back to the clip. We got to get back.
But it's not the only part, and I certainly would sort of like to unpack some of the other things that I think are at play here. So this conversation was fascinating to me because one, it dispels the notion that this is about a lack of resources, right? I don't know Cam Newton's family tree. I guarantee you, if his great-great-great-grandfather was a garbage man or worked on a plantation somewhere in the deep South, that it would not cross his mind to have a bunch of children by a bunch of women, none of whom he's married to, right? So this is not about resources, whether it's Cam, Dak Prescott, Zion Williamson, Trayvon Diggs, and any athlete you want to talk about. This is not a matter of resources. But, and you sort of mentioned my work, Jason, and I looked at this Cam issue, particularly as I'm writing this book on marriage and the Black family.
Hey,
and
Hood,
I really do think, as I'm doing my research.
Hey, would it be better if Cam was like the Boomers that got married, like, anywhere between 3 to 8 times?
I'd say 17 times.
Not only that, but I mean, from his position, all right, technically, and I know Cam probably a little simp. He don't try to like put a rule down. You know what I mean? He ain't trying to lay down no law, and it's really impossible to lay down a law from outside of a home. But at the same time, Cam technically is in more of a leadership position than a lot of guys, just simply because he is the default provider. He provides to such an extent. And I'm making really a monetary argument, but still, like the money does count for something. It's like, look, if the money dries up, do you really want to live like that?
Technically, by law, boomers didn't get married 18 times. They invented the annulment, sirs. By law, they were only married once.
That happened before the boomers, technically, right?
Yeah, the annulment has been around.
The silent generation, the civil rights generation.
But the problem is, though, they never, like, anybody that has this conversation, right? They don't have the conversation fully, and they never address the incentives. You got perverse incentive structures that take advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? And like, okay, it's not good for the quote unquote, if you wanted to talk to the simps, right? If you wanted to talk to them, you'd be like, okay, what happens when the kids age out and they can't have any other babies? So now they're going to be destitute and on the street? Because, the social safety net can't cover everybody.
Okay, so
I don't have enough jobs.
No, it does. Here's what happens, right? You strategically have a baby every 4 to 6 years, right? So by the time the last baby is 18, you about 48, right? You're about to hit menopause, right? And then you make sure the second youngest kid sniff white out. So now they got some type of birth defect because you don't care about your kids. You just need the check. So now you get the SSI check. So now, because you got this Down syndrome ass baby, and sweethearts, Down syndrome people be sweethearts, but you got this Down syndrome ass baby. Now you like, yo, my baby can't survive. So now you become the caregiver, custodian, whatever you call it, and you just coast the rest of the time off the state, baby.
Until you get to Medicare, Medicaid. Yep.
Yeah.
I want to jump in here real quick. I got to give a shout out to my man Perez. My man Perez came through like a big time OG. He smashed the Cash App button. Do me a favor, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. We like triple streaming right now. I'm live on Rumble. Dirty Folks is streaming. Mr. O is streaming. We got a lot of people up here right now. A lot of people in the house. Do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe. Be like Perez. Smash that Cash App button for me, y'all.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! You make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
My man Perez just came through with a whole fucking 40 ball. I might go out tricking tonight, y'all.
Man, you gotta buy Pampers, nigga.
Oh, my kid's damn near grown.
Baby, what
He
you finna
said,
do
"Don't
for
bring
this
me
40
back
ball?
to the head."
What you finna do for this 40 ball?
Yeah, what they gonna do for this 40 ball?
40 ball. 40 ball.
Shout out to
what you gonna
Perez,
do
y'all.
for the 40 ball?
The whole 40 ball.
40 ball.
The whole goddamn thing. We
40
definitely
ball.
going tricking. If not tonight,
40
tomorrow.
ball.
One of these
Baby,
nights,
what you
one of
tryna
these
do
bitches
for
about to
this
get
40
turned
ball?
out.
Baby, what you trying to do
On the
for
low
this 40
though, for
ball?
real
I
cheap.
got drinks, I got
Man,
weed,
you look
bitch,
like
I
you
got
on
it
50
all.
I already got
I'ma
some
hit you
weed,
at that
nigga.
3 when I'm getting off. You ain't heard about me, bitch, I'm getting off.
Yo, shout out to my man Perez with the
A
40 ball.
party store. Where the fuck is that?
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for supporting the show. Support all the panelists up here, man. I think now we got Angry Snowman. Angry Snowman, he's streaming. Hey, everybody's stealing the stream right now. Everybody got to steal the stream. That's how it is, though. We all got to make it work. We all trying to live over here. Y'all got to support the panelists, man. Everybody must eat, y'all.
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Yes.
God damn, that bitch crazy.
She ain't crazy.
Oh,
That's
no,
black.
no sound
man.
hood. No sound
That's
hood.
your supervisor, bro. That's
No sound hood.
supervisor, bro. She ain't crazy. She the next leader of the free world.
Hey, hood, no sound on the video.
Y'all lost the audio?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Okay.
got started over just a little bit when Whitlock and Dude was just about to talk. So go back just a little bit.
No, that's a different problem. Hold on. Can you hear it?
Oh, nope. Unmute it.
No, it's not that. It's something else. Let me stop the screen. Let me re-select it.
Yeah,
Something happened.
XP tripping sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
every now and
maybe
then, you know, digital glitches and shit. Let's run that back. Speed it to about here.
Great grandfather was
Mic check.
a
yeah,
garment,
good.
worked on a
Yeah, we
plantation
good.
somewhere in the deep south.
Why
It
is
was
this nigga buttoned up his collar?
a bunch of children by a bunch of women, none of whom he's married to, right? So
I don't
this is
trust dude.
whether it's Cam, Dak Prescott, Zion Williamson, Trayvon Diggs, and any athlete you want to talk about. This is not a matter of resources, but and you sort of mentioned my work, Jason, and I looked at
niggas with that top,
particularly as I'm writing this book on marriage and the Black family, and I really do think, as I'm doing my research, there are 6 groups that really have helped to destroy the family structure, particularly in Black America.
Before he gets into that, I want to pose a question real quick, just for the sake of conversation. How can you sell the salvation, the restructure, the rebirth of the Black family without also selling Black male leadership, like explicitly?
You
It
can't
can't
do
just be some shit written on the back of the box.
Yo, you can't. And Delano right here, I follow a lot of his stuff, man. And very rarely do I disagree with him on a lot of his pieces because, you know, I think he's on point with a lot of his stuff, man. But I think he's off on this because he's not addressing like the whole thing. And like, unless you're gonna like actually put the genie back in the bottle, which you probably can't, you're gonna have to figure out a way to address the other side. Because you know, like if the women acted a certain way and were more cooperative, guess what? The dudes would follow suit. Plain and simple.
Right, and that's the issue I take. One on the one hand, because when you're talking about guys who kind of reach a certain level of wealth, they're almost outside of this level of like moral framework, in the sense that he's reached like harem level. The average guy will never have these problems as an option, right? And so to talk about him is to kind of like move the conversation beyond the bounds of any reality. For the average guy though, it's hard to sell this notion to the average guy without also selling him a de facto leadership role, because without that you're actually a subordinate. You're being subjugated at that point.
Women only do what men allow. what you should be selling is
Period.
what is male, especially the black men who have never in this nation had the opportunity to be a bully, right?
Nigga, what you talking about? We been bullies. What you talking about?
Not on
Yeah,
society level.
we have to be
I
seeing
don't think bully is the right word. I think I know where you're going for it, but bully puts too much of a
a
deconstructed
negative connotation. But yeah,
connotation.
whatever.
Right? I know what you want though.
No, but women have always been bullies. The as far back as slavery, women have always been bullies, right?
Yep.
To not only black men but white men. I'm
Yep.
telling you, go back and look at that stuff, bro. These white men was not graping them in the backyard like they say they were. These girls was begging for beige babies, man.
This is why the other day,
These women was bullying men with their vagina. Let's keep it real.
Yep.
we were having a conversation, and I debated about was slavery wrong, and the point I was trying to make was that black American men, we don't really understand the burden of empire, right? And so when you said it as
I
bully,
do.
and that's why I kind of took a little bit of offense to it, because I don't think it's so much a bully thing, but it's like when when you're in charge, that's why they say things like heavy is the crown or stuff like
Heavy
that,
is the
because
crown.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, hood.
yes, because when you're in charge, when you actually, not only do you have to be in charge of your things and make sure your life is prosperous and successful, but by extension, the wealth, the prosperity, and success of other people somewhat beneath you in the pyramid, they also depend on you having it together, and sometimes that will require doing the dirty deed. Sometimes you might even be in a position where you have to do the unthinkable because everyone else will suffer if I can't. It's not even if I won't do it. Do I have the will to do this thing so that everyone else can be better? And that's a whole different mental framework than, oh, you're a bully. Like that's what children think about the scenario.
I'm speaking about toddlers though. So here's all right. Two things. Number one, now you're talking about the what is it, utilitarian argument? Would you
Yep, my argument.
would you save 6,000 people if somebody had a gun to your son's head? Most people would be like, yo, I don't know those 6,000 people.
Not if it was my son. If it was random people, yeah, it was different. If it was my son, I mean, 6,000 people. What's that, like a small town? We could live without them.
No, that's like a small neighborhood.
And that's a utilitarian argument, right? Like, man, a bomb coming to your city. I used to and I said this 20 years ago. Shout out to Dre, man. Anyway, man, he told me a long time ago the heavy is the head thing, right? Like, man, your time gonna come one day and everybody gonna envy you. And heavy is the head. Here's the thing: you're an adult when you can feed yourself, right? You're a man when you can provide for yourself and your family. You're the man when you can provide for other men to provide for their family.
Yep.
You're a simp if you provide for a woman.
I agree with that.
I had to make that delineation. If you're anytime you help a woman, you're keeping her away from having a family.
I kind of agree with that statement, man. Like I had to go through my whole life, and I didn't live by that and die by that, bro.
You died by something? Word, that's crazy.
That's wild.
Real talk, man. I didn't fell off. Dog, y'all ain't never fell off before?
Oh yeah, several times.
Rise again.
Several times.
Yeah, but
When I use
isn't that the
term, I'm
nature of
talking
man,
about
though?
people who believe in big government, because these are the people that displace the role and function of the man in the household. So instead of having a husband and father providing for a wife and children, you can have big government. You have feminists who really did a number on not just men, but more so on women, because feminists hate femininity. They resent masculinity and say that it's toxic. They think children are a burden that need to be overcome, hence abortion. They think marriage is an oppressive structure of the patriarchy, and they think the home is a prison.
Now, the thing that I kind of took offense to with this whole clip, and this is a part of the reason why I felt like I could sort of dovetail it into this conversation about female leadership. Again, men are rejecting black men in particular, and especially Jason Whitlock's talking all this red pill stuff. Black men in particular are rejecting the female leadership dynamics of the black family. And they're finding out that it's either better to abstain from forming a family, or if you have children, it's better for you to individually just pay the money and try not to, be there as like they want you to, because now why even subjugate yourself? Like, that's really the thing. Like, why subjugate yourself to her whims? Just give her the money and let her be. Or go to a different country with women who are on a completely different framework, right? But either way, men tend to recoil from areas dominated by female leadership. And so now let's bring it back to the Kamala Harris thing, right? Black men seem to, and this is why black men have such a rising disagreement with the Democrat Party, right? Black men seem to be averse to the female leadership that is like basically inherent to the Democrats at this point. They can't really escape it. And adding Kamala to the top of the ticket only makes the problem worse.
I just don't believe that, man. Even throughout history, look at what's going on in Venezuela right now. That the old president is still trying to go ahead and duck and dodge before that bitch getting up in office, because every man, hell, even some women know that they do not want a woman in charge. I mean, we have historical evidence after historical evidence. Do we have to go back to Jezebel? Do we have to go back to Marie Antoinette? Fuck. Do I gotta even go back a couple of years ago to Hillary Clinton? Nobody wanted Hillary Clinton. Okay. They literally found a way to not only bypass primaries, bypass all these election things. Joe Biden really did this country a disservice by causing some treason by just placing a woman as vice president, knowing that she can't hardly get impeached, and knowing if he gets deceased, she could literally become president overnight. Now,
Mr. O, what about Joan of Arc? What about Joan of Arc?
You talking about the witch that got burned to the stake? Yeah, her too.
But she was crazy.
Yeah, but she renounced her religion, even though that was her whole code of ethics to try to save her life at the end. I thought that was wild, man.
Well, I mean, she went down. I mean, she was a religious zealot. Yeah, here's the crazy thing. Hillary Clinton. People who know who Hillary was, and I had the opportunity. Well, my grandmother and Mr. Rodham, Hillary's dad, was cool, because my grandmother stayed in Evanston and he stayed in Park Ridge. They went to school together. They just
That's why you can't trust dirty folks. You know too many people and too high. You can't trust them.
Hey, man, look. I am the prince and the pauper, bro.
He is part of the system that we're complaining about right now.
No, I would have been, but they rejected me because they don't like solutions. They like the problem. They just want white women, bro. I swear to God. All they want is white women, bro. Like, I'd be like, yo, you got a problem?
This motherfucker a spy. I'm telling you, he's a fucking spy.
Me and dirty folks are only two niggas that get kicked out of the boule. That's how fucked up we are.
I don't get kicked out the boule. They just see me come like, fuck. What up, Dirty? What up, man?
Yo, one of you guys mentioned Joan of Arc earlier, and I thought it was an ironic point to bring up, because you realize ultimately she did get burned at the stake. I don't necessarily consider her. I don't know if I would call her a witch full on, but I guess you could say that, because she started feeling like she was talking directly to God, and Christians back in the day, they didn't appreciate that kind of talk. But still, it just kind of goes to bring up the point, like they only tolerated that shit up to a point. She was cool for a minute, but after a while,
I just want to point out that Dirty's part of Hillary Clinton's circle, and he has not been unalived yet. There's a reason for that.
Wait, who did what?
Yeah, he said you got the real connections.
I ain't got to connect. I just remember being at in high school and walking to my grandmother's crib, and she had this is like I wasn't in high school yet. It was
Dirty
1990.
folks, are you the spook sitting by the door?
Hell yeah.
No, I'm the
Yes, he is.
Are
I'm
you
not.
that exceptional nigga out of
I
99,000?
am the
Oh,
exceptional
not
nigga.
the exceptional Negro. Oh
I am
fuck.
the exceptional Negro, but the problem is the Boule don't like exceptional Negroes. They don't. They like go along to get along Negroes. They like to follow white women and black women that marry white men. They really
Cornell
not.
West?
They're not really
Hey,
progressive.
dirty folks is Starbucks adjacent.
Starbucks Jason, that's great. I don't even know what that
No,
means.
no,
That's
no.
like Trader
Starbucks
Joe's, bro.
adjacent.
That's not bad. That's like Chipotle or something.
I
That's not
told you
really
guys.
bad.
I tried to tell you guys. I've been to his hood. This dude's a diversity gangbanger.
Chipotle? Ugh. Qdoba
Let me find
better.
out you live right above Chipotle's, bro. No, not Chipotle.
Chipotle? Qdoba, dog. Man, upgrade your tastes, dog.
Oh, stop. Stop. You be getting those quinoa bowls and shit.
Y'all go crazy, man.
Oh no, he just ruined your whole street rap, bro. That's
He
crazy.
ain't
You
ruin my
gonna let
street
this
rep.
white man ruin your street
I
cred like
forgot
that?
A
everybody
white
mind
man can't
sleeping
ruin
on
my
this
street
channel.
net.
He said
Yeah,
you
you
a
gotta clean that
diversity
up. You
banger.
gotta clean that
That's
up, buddy,
wild.
man. You got
Anyway, we off track. We didn't let this white man take the black man off track. Once again, it's like the billionth time it's happened in world history. The white man did knock the black man off track. We was talking about black female leadership, and I want to talk about something because this is a black woman who's made this point not once, but at least twice now that I have on record, and she's talking about the Democrat Party, and you know this is one of my new favorite clips right here.
Because there are a lot of people in this country who do not like black women, but black women are the base of the Democratic Party.
You agreed on why so many black men, Hispanic voters have found in Trump something to admire, something even to vote for.
Madam Editor, I'm glad you asked me that question.
Is that a man or a woman?
For me, the Democratic Party emasculates.
That is Nina Turner. She is a Democrat strategist. She has worked on several failed presidential campaigns.
Nigga, her voice is deep in the Daves, bro.
Bro, she like Officer Lee Daniels from The Wire.
She kind of do look like Omar. That's like Omar's sister, though. But anyway.
And I think Hispanic men probably feel the same way. And I say this because they weaponize identity. When and where we enter, who we are, how we identify is important to who we are, just like our fingerprints. But if you're not going to use my identity to advance a social justice cause, and you're just going to use my identity as a blunt force object, now I got a problem. So what the Democratic Party does, they put black women on a pedestal and they say, we're the mothers of the movement, or we saved the party. But yet you don't put forth policies that save black babies. You don't put forth policies that deal with the maternal death rate of black women and black.
Let me switch this. Yeah, let me switch this out anyway because I don't like the audio on this clip. Let me jump over here.
Bro,
you wilding in the background.
Yeah. Somebody audio is crazy right now, man. But anyway, you wanted to jump in, Dirty Folk.
Yeah, okay. How can she say they didn't do policy to save black babies when they tried to make abortion a state issue? How can she say that they don't care about women's health and during childbirth when the number one reason that women that black women have higher risk of childbirth is because y'all fat as fuck. Lose some weight, fat bitch, then you'll live.
Yeah, damn, Dirty. Damn.
Lose weight or die.
I mean, am I lying?
Yeah, but she's talking about the Democratic Party.
No.
Well, no, that's the thing, though. And this is what kills me about not just black women, but women in general at this position. What more do you really need? Because it's not as if your every need hasn't really been addressed politically or socially up to this point. Like, name a thing that women haven't really complained about that hasn't got some kind of action on some level, socially, politically. Like you didn't want us to, you don't want us to harass you in the street. Let me take it back even further. You wanted to wear mini skirts. You wear mini skirts. Nobody talks about you. You burned your bras. That's great. You got whatever jobs you wanted. That's great. You wanted to drop your kids off at daycare. That's fine. You wanted to date whatever man you wanted to date. That's fine. You wanted to have these baby deletion processes. That's fine. You do everything. Women have everything. Everything women have asked for, they've gotten. What the fuck did you not get?
America's
Hood.
soul.
It does no, but it doesn't matter though, Hood. The thing is, you can always want for more.
No,
You
he's
can always
got a
want for
good
more.
point. I'm waiting for y'all to actually answer his question because there is an answer to that question.
Look, the American black the American black woman. The American black woman is Shang Tsung. She wants America's soul by any means fucking necessary. Yes, she already got the money. She got the blood marrow. Hell, she even got the melanin from our black asses. She wants the last final piece, the fifth fucking element. She want our fucking soul.
Well, I want to hear what Dave said. What you say, Dave?
It's gonna be some simp ass shit. Come on.
It's the same thing that Dirty say he won't.
Slavery?
Yeah.
She wants slavery, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah, she definitely
He
wants
wants to
slavery.
be a slave master.
Goddamn, you corrected me.
She was already one.
Women don't want to be in charge.
Listen,
Women don't want to be in charge, though.
Just listen. I swear to God, once you understand that one fundamental fact, everything that a lot of them saying, it makes 100% sense. How can you ever be a leader as a slave? How can you ever be enough? How am I responsible of even telling the truth to you? How could you ever lead me? Have you ever heard of a slave leader? This shit ain't possible. You asking me what do I bring to the table and you're a slave? Come on, man. Once you understand that fundamental fact, you understand how the code was written. And you leave like Neo. You're like Neo once you understand that one fundamental.
Oh, Jesus Christ! No.
We've all sort of come to the sort of soft in unison, and it's somewhat a soft unison. We've come to the agreement that female leadership, like I said earlier, it subjugates the male almost by necessity. Like you can't really have female leadership without subjugating the male spirit in some way, major ways, really. And this, I would Dave, yes, no.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I heard you go. You know how you put your tongue to the top of your mouth like you about to say no. I heard the like you about to say no, nigga. What the fuck?
He went full granny in church with him.
He sure did.
Okay, maybe that was a church granny thing. All right, maybe I'm wrong. My bad.
old Negro spiritual. Hey,
my bad. But yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? It does. So it subjugates you as men. And the reason why I'm raising this issue and I hammer it home. So voting for Kamala, and especially in this newfound era of like the manosphere, the black manosphere, the black men's red pill, all these things, right? It's not going to help us to vote for this woman. It's only going to make our position worse. But all right, I'm done.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Women don't want to be slave holders. They want all the luxuries without the downside. So almost like if you had were in charge of a trust, if you were in charge of the money, but it wasn't necessarily tied to you, they want something like that. But even then, they still would complain because that's in her nature. Period.
Well,
hello.
That's what. Who said hello? Is that the guy that?
Not me. No, yeah,
Mel. Mel, what's going on, bro? Good to see you.
I was about to answer Dave's question.
What up, Mel?
Take a stab at it, Mel.
Yeah, I was about to answer Dave when he mentioned how can a slave be a leader. I'll tell you the answer. You tell him you reshape it as something else of a different title, and teach them the benefits of it. Disguise it as something else. Even though we know the reality truth of it, that's telling them what women is doing. They teach them about something else and disguise it as another thing. That's a
rebrand is real. I can't knock anybody who talks about a rebrand. I ain't gonna argue that.
Yeah, I gotta take a quick station break. Shout out to everybody listening. I don't know how many streams we got going at this point. I know we got a lot of streams off this show right now. Support everybody on the panel. Support Mr. O. Hit Mr. O's Cash App up. He got the Cash App right there on the screen. Support everybody streaming. Dirty Folks is streaming. Angry Snowman is streaming. I got people supporting me right now. I want to call out something real quick. And speaking of Angry Snowman, I gotta say this. I feel some type of way. This is what happens. You know, sometimes when you be on your path to white adjacency, you be having these awkward moments and shit. So shout out to Angry Snowman. He hit me with the $10 Cash App. He says, "Get this small repo payment to my Negro." I feel some type of way about. I don't know how to feel, but I know I'm feeling something. I don't really understand.
I'm telling you, man. This the reason why I be hating niggas, man. I'm telling.
Wrong clip. God damn it, wrong clip. Hold on. Here we go.
You teach me all my life that the white man is the devil? You teach me my whole life that the white man is the devil. Now you tell me it's all right for him to come among us.
Like I said, I feel some type of way about that. He called me his Negro. Like he ain't even showed me no paperwork and nothing, no writ of sale. None of the traditional things, bro. I don't like the direction this is
I'm trying to tell
heading,
you,
bro.
they infiltrate you, man, so they can knock down your social status. He didn't try to make me a DEI banger and shit. Look, don't let this white man come between us, man. Look, man.
That's all I'm saying is I don't like the direction this going in, bro.
Hey, I'd rather Snowman be up here than Leo Cohen. So Snowman, you cool with me?
No, man. Look, man.
Y'all, no, that's a whole different level of caucasity. I don't even want to talk about the hat
and that's a whole
caucasity.
different brand of caucasity.
They're not even from the Caucasus.
Snowman
That's
got
counterfeit caucasity.
Snowman got dirty folks playing the color game. This is crazy.
I'm just quiet, boy. This is amazing.
You gotta understand, because he's I'm a nationalist. I'm a nationalist racist though. Like he's my Mick, right? Like he my Micker. So you gotta keep your
Damn man, Snowman, I didn't know you was Irish. I thought you was Scottish.
I hate to break it to you, Dirty, but I heard from this panel that the black card died years ago, bro. You can't do it, man. You can't.
Oh, you know what? You just reminded me of something. I got a clip.
You can't do it.
I got a clip I want to play behind that because you just reminded. Thank you for joining the panel and making that contribution. Because the black card it's been on its way out for quite a while. People who've been paying attention to these things, who like read actuarial tables and all that, they've understood the black card was going to decline at some point really soon. Shout out to my man Hype Hustle, also my man True Hype with the True Hype with a $10 Cash App. Thank y'all for supporting the show. Like I said, man, support all of our streamers today. Support all the panelists up now. We got panelists and we got streamers. So you really do got to smash that Cash App button for us, y'all.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! You make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
Men, Hispanic voters have found in Trump something to admire, something even to vote for.
Madam Editor, I'm glad you asked me that question. For me, the Democratic Party emasculates Black men. And I think Hispanic men probably feel the same way. And I say this because they weaponize identity. When and where we enter, who we are, how we identify is important to who we are, just like our fingerprints. But if you're not going to use my identity to advance a social justice cause, and you're just going to use my identity as a blunt force object, now I got a problem. So what the Democratic Party does, they put Black women on a pedestal and they say, we're the mothers of the movement, or we saved the party. But yet you don't put forth policies that save Black babies. You don't put forth policies that deal with the maternal death rate of Black women and Black babies in the United States of America. you don't do those things that lift and edify. Yes, identity is important. Both parties use it differently. Republicans use it to say that everybody black or brown or of a mixed race is somehow kind of way a DEI hire. They use it to say certain books will be banned. Don't tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about how this country was formulated, because you might hurt a white child's feelings by saying that, yeah, chattel slavery existed. And oh, by the way, white powerful folks stole the land from the indigenous people. So all of those things, the Chinese Exclusion Act. I mean, we can go down the list. But
Okay, I let it go when she said social justice agency, right? Because women love social justice. They don't want power. They just want representation. I let that slide. We already addressed the whole birth thing. Okay, cool. Now we're to a point. We went at 5 seconds. Listen to what she just said. 5 seconds.
Let's listen to finish the core Garvey Douglas.
Chattel slavery existed. And oh, by the way, white powerful folks stole the land from the indigenous people.
Now, right there. Now, besides the point of Freeman saying that they always blame the party. You know how I always say 90% of things y'all blame on white supremacy is really black women? Like, you have to do the mental gymnastics to blame an entity that you can't see for what you're doing to a person. The whole indigenous thing is another thing. So if the indigenous people are quote unquote black, or the indigenous people, it's known that indigenous people slept with Africans, right? Because no woman is tribal, right? And dick don't have no color, right? Wouldn't she be saying, yo, the way that the laws are set up back then, if you married a native woman, you got her property? Because technically speaking, outside of when they started doing the cowboy thing, white guys tried to buy shit. They tried to buy Manhattan. They tried to buy Virginia. A lot of stuff was sold out by because some type of plague came through. It was a massive plague that came.
And it was a smallpox and bubonic plague, bro. Come on, bro.
So when they came back over here, there were whole villages with no people in it. So white people just kind of, moved in.
Hey, I had to walk away for a minute. Speaking of white people, did you read my Cash App yet?
Yeah, you read your Cash App, you motherfucker.
Yeah, we did a whole thing, and I'm not gonna redo it because
we had a whole don't trust them new niggas over there over you, bro.
That was short form for a reparations payment, though. I wasn't.
No, I like I said, I did a whole thing, and I still feel some type of way because you called me your Negro, and you didn't show me no papers or nothing, no writ of sale, no.
I didn't know we had to show papers nowadays.
Fucking white people, you see.
Kill job, boy.
That's crazy. So when I got to show my freedom, I got to show my papers. But you don't need no papers to say he your boy. See, this is why
that's the only white privilege I have.
You got to keep these mixed pets, man. You cannot let them be out here in public, bro. They're gonna bite their master, bro. And she got on way too many clothes, to be honest. I understand that. She got clothes all the way up to her Adam's apple.
Dude, he looked like he wearing a shower curtain. Let's keep it.
Hold on, yeah, she's not gonna get more naked if we keep pausing it. Let's let her finish.
Yo, did she steal that dress out to Jonah Drew's closet?
We can go down the list, but Democrats use it in a way that alienates other folks, and it offends me. So when I talk to black men across this country, they don't see themselves in this party. It's one thing to recognize the power and prowess of black women and the sacrifices that we make. It is another thing to put us above black men. The black struggle, black men and black women have to be together. We don't have the luxury to be separated. And so I
don't like
black struggle. The black struggle.
Right. Black struggle. There is no black struggle. Men have struggles. Black men may even have struggles, right? But black men and black women have not and do not struggle together. Because I think at this point, it sounds like a great idea, like, the black struggle, we all in it together. But at this point, like, prove it to me. Where's the evidence? I was talking about the conversation I was having with my oldest daughter. Like I said, I had a daughter who's 17. She's about to be 18. And I just for the sake of conversation, I asked her who she was going to vote for, and she's going to vote for Kamala. And I asked her why. She said abortion. We start talking about all these things, right? So I had that conversation, and at a certain point, we got up to the thing of female leadership, and I told her, like, I don't believe in female leadership. I am what you call a misogynist, sweetheart. Like, I had to tell this to my oldest daughter, and it was a great moment, and not just to my oldest daughter, my two youngest son and daughter, my youngest son and daughter were too. But why female leadership is an issue, and I'm telling this to my daughter. One of the reasons why I pointed out is that women actually don't care about men. And immediately, she kind of like perked up to say something in defense, and I'm like, so prove it. What's the evidence women care about men? And mind you, she's just a girl. She's 17. What the fuck does she know? But I would ask a 50-year-old broad, what the fuck do you know? What prove to me that women care about men?
They would say something like to the fact that like their heart will go out if something happens to this particular man, but like there ain't gonna be no action behind it. In most cases.
Okay,
I mean,
here's the thing.
you got the
Here's
occasional like white woman that like leads like a nonprofit.
Talking about in a conference.
I don't even know what he said. Look, this is how you know that black women don't love men. Black women don't cry when their sons get. Look, I've done the videos on this. When tragedy happens, black women make an ugly face, but you'll never see a tear. Ever, bro. Ever. Son died, no tear. She ugly. Like your child, right? Like a baby. I'm telling you, they toddlers, bro. You ever had your child fake cry so you can get a cookie? And as soon as they get the cookie,
I got nieces and nephews that do that shit.
that's
Yeah.
black women. Look on the news. They do that. Oh, your son just died a horrible death. Want a cookie? Okay. They don't love, bro. And the problem with mothers and daughters is if a mother is single, like this doesn't happen with married women because married women have adult supervision, right? But a single mom with a daughter, they buck because they both hate each other and hate men. It's weird. Men make everything better.
No, it ain't where it makes sense. It makes sense because I mean that trauma bond is gonna be stronger because with the mama, when she get left by man, and she gonna teach the daughter how to get left by man, they gonna have that trauma to stay together. So it makes sense.
I don't know if trauma bond is the proper thing for that, because like the thing that keeps men and women together in a marriage, I wouldn't call it a trauma bond. You feel me?
I could.
Well, because the bond isn't based on trauma; it's based on shared achievement.
shared, yeah, and shared values and stuff.
Yeah, the bond, the trauma is something that you survive together, and there's a bond on it. Believe me, I'm not saying there isn't, but it's not the foundation of the relationship. Because if there's too much trauma, then you can't bond over that.
All right, so are we talking about black relationships? Or are we talking about relationships?
I mean, in general, I think I see what you're trying to say. The trauma bond in black relationships, that might be a certain kind of thing, but yeah, they're two different things, obviously.
They are,
Yeah,
bro. I was
but
about to say this black relationship.
I think at some point,
Yeah, bro.
I think at some point, if we're up here talking about putting black away, then we can't use black relationships as any type of standard, any type of barometer. I wouldn't even like. It doesn't make sense to do that. You got to let it go. You got to cut the black heel. You got to cut it off, and just keep moving forward. Have a relationship.
And the thing is, we're talking about leadership. We're talking about female leadership, and it doesn't have to be black specific. I just kind of
It does because we're talking about. It does. Okay, look. Now, me not being black doesn't mean she not black, because black is women, gays, and felons, right? So she will operate from the culture of black. So if you're asking me when I date Elizabeth, the Native American in South Dakota, or Rachel, the Irish girl in Ypsilanti, Michigan, do I have the same experiences I do with Keisha from Chicago or Keisha from Atlanta? No. But I know Keisha from Chicago and Keisha from Atlanta gonna give me the exact same experience while they telling me that, man, and I choose wrong. Yeah, I chose you.
Here's the common thread, and this is why I want to sort of. It's weird to say that. I want to elevate the conversation above black, but here's the common thread. I think, and I pointed this out in the preamble to this open panel. Universally, female leadership is something that men tend to shy away from, or we just outright reject it. And on top of that, I think for most men, outside of a workplace, which is even less of a guaranteed experience, but our relationships with the women that we know, whether it's our mothers, our sisters, or the women we have actual sexual romantic relationships with, these are the women who give us all of the apprehension about female leadership. It's because we know women that we actually don't trust the notion of female leadership as a broad concept.
Look, if I'm gonna piggyback off you. I see where you're trying to go. I'm gonna follow the lead. Now check this out though. With that being said, it's not that men don't like female leadership. It's that nobody likes female leadership except not even the masculine women that want to be leaders one day. There's nothing.
I've worked in medical field my whole entire life. I'm telling you straight up, nobody likes female leadership. There may have been one or two. There may have been one or two that shined above the rest, but across the board, no race included, across the board, when there's a chick in charge, it's not the same. And I have worked in a place where there was a female leader, and then that chick leaves, and then a male comes in, and it's night and day. I've seen it countless times.
I can vouch for them also too, man. I used to work in the field, direct care field, with patients with Down syndrome, all that, man. You know that field is mostly with females. I was a sub all the time for extra work, everything years ago doing that field. When they see a man in their house as a sub, trust me, even when they're not your boss, they don't have a boss title. They will try to be a boss to you. And trust me, just like I said, I came across at least one or two that had some common sense, but most of the time, yeah, I don't even want no female boss. I have to think about
I remember my home
crazy. They feel emotional. They will definitely abuse your ass if you're in a position where they got more power over you.
And to add another layer to that, it's not shocking because most male leadership is trash as well.
Exactly.
Most of them, because nowadays they don't put the right type of guys. They'll put in like a Maggle, regardless of race. The Maggle is there. They'll put a Maggle in charge, and it'll a lesser. It's not as bad, but it's still bad. It's still bad when a Maggle runs it. And you could tell them you could tell they're Maggles when they walk through and introduce themselves to people.
You know what? I co-sign that, but in addition to that, I don't think that women understand how bad of a people they are, right? Like all women are good women. Fuck it, because there's no great women, so every woman good. Fuck it. But I don't think they realize how bad people they are until you say something simple like my homegirl.
They're good at being women, but bad at being people.
But they're not even black women, not even good at being women. But generally speaking,
we didn't have to go there, but I think I feel where you're going.
Except for the black ones, they're good at being women. But my homegirl hit me one day. She was like, she in the marketing department. She wanted to go to the sales department because the marketing department messy, but they ain't number dudes in the sales department. And it's cool as shit. They high five and people bringing pizza. I said the sales department is cool because there's no women. If you go there, you're gonna fuck up the sales department. You are the problem. And then, we went to Applebee's because, I'm not an asshole. I'll let you feed me. But they don't understand that they are the problem. And black men don't understand that their lack of going shopping with a girl and escorting her to aisle 5, that he's the problem in the relationship. Running, passports, dumping, all that is a problem. The only solution is aisle 5.
There's no solution. There's only trade-offs, my guy. Trade-offs and takeaways. The trade-off and the takeaway is to walk the fuck away all the time.
No, nigga, no.
High blood pressure.
Bro, I've never had high blood pressure beating a nigga ass.
Hey, I want to highlight what Jay Powell said in the chat. he said when he was like had the female bosses that they would put all the like the heavy labor on the single dudes. I've noticed this too. That
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's weird. That like I never really thought about it like that, but I've seen that in several places that I've been at
It's
across
not
like
weird.
Exactly.
several
And the
different
funny thing
industries.
about
It's
it
still
though,
weird.
we are both in the same position. Females complain about how this pay gap and everything, but yet you try to throw all this work on me because I'm a male and everything, and we in the same position. You
No,
supposed to
it's
be equal load.
because it's the key word is single. It's because a slave without a own. I'm trying to translate. So long as you remember the sentence, you're viewed as a slave. It's only a few groups that still view you that way. And if you understand a slave without a master, then of course you're a free slave. I resent that.
Well, I would disagree about the single man. He's talking about
That's
your
that's
partner status. Yeah, I mean, nah, it didn't matter because I seen married men, females take advantage of also too, because you're a male.
All married men getting
I'm a
taken
male,
advantage of.
taking
When you
advantage of
sign
my
that
status.
contract, you basically took your balls and gave it to the judge, your wife, her lawyer, her mama, her boyfriend, her kids, all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have that no more. But go ahead.
Unless you willing to, like you said, sell your soul to be on their good girlfriend side. Either gay male dude that's always snitching so much on everything, or the dude that have sexual attraction to and let him get away with all that shit. Other than that, you in the third category. You're gonna be fucked.
Let me finish the little last second of this clip.
I resent the Democratic Party for doing that. And so black men do not see themselves in the party. That bravado, because we got a kind of masculine energy. And masculine energy is not all bad. But the type of bravado that Trump puts forward is still very much rooted in a hierarchical patriarchy. And a lot of men gravitate to that.
And see, even right there, her acknowledgement that black men gravitate to the what she called a hierarchical patriarchy. She tried to say these words with a negative connotation, as if there's something wrong with hierarchy or something wrong with patriarchy, and hence there's something wrong with the black men who lean toward that. And this is why the Democrats are going to have a problem with men, and also conversely, why as black men, a lot of men have a problem with the Democrats, and especially as a black woman Democrat trying to be the leader, it's like, you actually don't care for me. It's not even like we disagree on a few issues politically. You dislike what I am fundamentally as like a physical animal being, right? You don't like that I'm a male, let alone a black male. You thought me being black would endear me to you because you're a black woman. But the reality is that because I'm a male, you actually see less in common with me than you otherwise would, being like a black person, a black man, right? The blackness means nothing. It's because I'm male that you actually are incapable of relating to me. And here she is again on a different appearance.
Don't blame black people for this. Why we got to keep saving folks?
You can see her titties now. She's a woman. Y'all was asking, is that a man earlier?
Why we got to keep saving folks? Mm-hmm. And black men have been emasculated in the Democratic Party. That's real. They don't see themselves, because to lift up black women is beautiful. We should, but not at the expense of black men. Mm-hmm. We have achieved what we have achieved so far in this country because we are together, and we can't pick up other people's bad habits. Now, white women may be able to lead a white man by the side of the road. Sisters can't do that.
Hey, Hood.
What?
Did she lick her finger and just see which way the wind is blowing?
Rebrand. This is what Dirty was talking about. It's the rebrand.
The rebrand, the reach back. This the reach back.
Yeah.
The reach around.
White women.
Like if you got it, it's like you pretend like everything from all these days, none of that shit happened, and you act like this ain't us. What are you? It's the rebrand. So they know. They getting the poll.
So they looking at the whole landscape or whatever, and they're like, yo, I need to do something different to make my money.
Exactly.
Is that what's happening?
That's exactly what's happening.
Of course, y'all forgot. Look, the female day coach game is over with. Pretty much all that so-called bad hate is short their pockets, and they finally came down there to the conclusion. Look, I gotta get this black man's money one way or the other. So panda, I will panda, and I will panda. That's what she thinking.
Yeah,
This is
but
the
the
position.
problem is you got to actually look at the messenger though. Like Tyrese's ex-wife,
Oh, I was
like
about to
becoming a
mention that.
quote
You took
unquote
out my mind, man.
yeah,
Sorry, man.
Tyrese's ex-wife, like
Samantha.
going from 20 to 40, trying to get 40 now. I'm like, that's gonna make me look at you kind of funny, man. I'm like, yo, you trying to break this man's pockets, but you telling me how to like find love. I'm like, what?
Exactly, brother. I was just thinking the same thing right now. Read my mind. That bitch be online trying to get male advice and shit, but yet you fucking. And she was the other day, not even mention Tyrese's name, but still talking shit about him and shit. Like, yo, I'm not worrying about his business, blah, 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 blah. You know you talking about him. You worrying about his business. You trying to juice this motherfucker. How the fuck you want to try to get male advice on dating advice and shit?
You forgot on earlier the stream the bitch that interviewed both Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. We just discussed the bitch is twice divorced. She's 41 years old. She's just a therapist. She's not really a doctor. And did y'all know? Did y'all know she's the president of the NAACP
I don't even think she's a
What chapter?
therapist
What
either,
chapter?
too. Because it's like,
in LA under Karen Bass?
I don't think
Oh
she's a
man.
therapist. Because all these chicks be claiming they therapists. Therapists are what? Like,
But here's the main thing that I just want to say as I fade off in these comments. But I am fully aware of the play that's being ran because it was ran on black men first, like the whole disparaging image, the saboteurs, the like. If you notice, like the same way black men say, "Oh man, why is these celebrities always Satan saying shit that most of us actually don't think of shit like that?" I honestly believe it's a funded operation too on the women's side. Like I do see that, you know what I'm saying, that the same elements then took over the voices and all of that. So even though when it was happening to us, everybody joined in, me in particular, I'm just out of it all. That's what I kind of mean with the vote. Like I know ain't neither one of these parties gonna do anything that they saying. I know that for a fact. So I'm kind of out of it because it's the blame game now. The blame has already been laid out. No matter what happens, America's gonna blame black men. Period. That's how it's gonna work.
Okay,
No,
this
America ain't gonna blame black men.
What happens? I don't give a
wait,
fuck
wait,
who
wait, wait, wait.
elected, but America has to have a blame game.
Why
and then
should we
on the
fear?
Wait, before
Yeah,
you
but
play that,
America's not gonna blame black men. We know
America
who's gonna blame
blame
black
black men,
men.
but
not America.
America is
People
gonna
gonna
blame
blame
black men. Are you serious?
Yeah,
wait.
people gonna blame black men that didn't show
Democrats
up,
gonna blame black men,
not
but
no America.
look, but wait. I have a bigger issue. I want to make this a teaching moment for the people in the chat. Tribal. If you don't have a horse in a race, then why are you worried about the conclusion? To say that, man, they're gonna blame black men, it's gonna be my fault, and you're gonna deal with that.
No,
You're
I'm
gonna
not.
you're not
I
gonna
ain't
fight
dealing
for
with
your
shit.
life. Either you in the fight or you're not in the fight. Because if I can lose a fight and I'm not in, then look, at some point, and this is why everything always come back to Chicago gangbang. At some point, you gotta be able to fight and kill for something. Anybody can die. You could die on any hill. Like I didn't even fight. Why are you killing me?
Chicago has entered the chat.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying.
made Chicago
I
in
was
the
waiting for
chat
you to say
the
that.
whole time. And
Now
he
you
said,
see where I'm
called
at.
me
When I
shit.
say I ain't in it,
And on top of that, we didn't. It ain't. If you want to talk about Foxy Brown and Lil Kim and all that, I'll give you your argument about the image of black women. But all this shit, we look at these are black women who everybody trying to say they smart and intelligent and they the backbone in the community, and these bitches in their own voices fucking up everything they touch. Motherfuckers is trying to stop them. Like, please shut up, mom.
I'm
They're
not
like, oh no,
disagreeing with you, but what I'm saying is you not recognizing the feds.
It really don't matter. But dirty. All right, so let's say we roll with you, man. We in the car. We strapped up. What's the plan?
Working.
All
What's
right,
the
first
plan,
thing we
bro?
do, we shoot Dave, right? We got to use that. We got to shoot Dave. You know that was the one
I
thing
like
that
this plan.
Okay,
This is a
okay,
good plan. We should have asked him for a plan sooner.
All right. So
okay.
first thing
Can
we
we
see.
can we put Snowman in instead of Dave
No,
and just
it's
kind of
not a
not tell
no.
Dave?
Wait. Let me help you out. It's not a either or. We keep Snowman and we shoot Dave. It's not a do we keep one? No, Dave
Yeah,
died.
you gonna
Snowman in
try
because
to
he my
keep it,
token.
my nigga.
This is a good plan.
I
He
mean,
my
this is
token.
it's a seven-person job. We got 2 vehicles, 7 people, panel of 7. We got it.
Shoot
It's
Dave.
this dead president's time, bro. We ain't got
Shoot
time to
Dave.
waste, bro.
Throw the
You
white
need
guy in the
more
So,
back
members.
well,
seat.
what's the
You need more
plan?
members,
Nah,
boy.
bro, this Ocean's 11, man. We all
You
gonna
need
live in
more
the
members.
fucking money. Nah, see you fucking up already. We Ocean's 11.
So
See,
far, the
Snowman.
plan consists of shoot Dave and put our white homeboy in the back seat. We're
Right,
doing well right now. We're up like
No,
1,000.
The white man has to drive, so nobody's
no,
suspicious.
Even better. Now we're up like 1,500. That was good. That was a great
The
call.
white man does
Shout
not
out to
drive.
Baby Driver. Shout out to
No,
Baby
the
Driver.
white man does not drive. I've seen the white man drive too, by the way. I'm cool on that, figuratively and literally. But no, the white man doesn't drive. We drive. The white man is like the driving instructor. He's there to let people know. He's the Mr. Daisy. Like, yo. But they don't know that he on our team, that we on his team. Like, we in this together. They don't know that. They be like, all right.
If I see white man in the back seat of the car and then the 2 dudes in the back seat, I'm looking at that like
hostage.
Man, what's up with that? What's up with that?
You think a hostage?
Kidnapping.
That's crazy. Y'all racist. All right,
I
but
know.
anyway.
That's why he has to be the driver, because when the police pull him over, he's the guy doing all the talking.
Hey, remember the whole Dave Chappelle skit? He's like, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Right.
Right. Remember the scene in Falcon Winter Soldier. Sam is arguing with Bucky and everything. The cops came by. They questioned Sam. Asked Bucky, "Oh, is everything all right?" Then they finally realized, wait a minute, you the Falcon. But you see how they questioned him? They was looking paused. Sam, Bucky had the officers
Right,
like,
so after we got the white guy, right? So we got the white guy. We can put him in the driver's seat. Fuck it. We got the white guy in the driver's seat, but we got to have a Sprinter van. We can't have that old kidnapped kids fucking windowless shit he be driving. We got to have a Sprinter. So we got the white man, and we in the back. We can make it a party van, whatever. So white man driving. The next thing we do is we recraft.
I'm still trying to figure out how y'all gonna evade this 30-round clip.
Nigga, you dead. Shut up. You already died. We already settled on that
I'm
part.
still
Just
trying to
listen
figure it
politely.
out.
Just listen politely in your aftermath, bro.
From top left to bottom right. Fuck it.
You dead. You ain't got nothing to figure out. That's the good thing about this plan. You ain't got to worry about shit.
So then, no. So then the next thing we do, we find the white man. The white man does something miraculous that we can't do because, you know, we wasted our primes with black women, right? Unless you swirling. Shout out to the swirlers, but it worked better with the white man. So the white man's driving. He explains in some rebranded type of way of how we all Americans, and as men, we need to figure it out. Men need to build stuff. Every woman likes a builder. Men need to build stuff. He got to figure out. The white man got to figure out a way to say, yo, we are not including these bitches, but make it seem like it's the idea, right?
So the Amish man is really the man right now. That's what you're trying to tell me.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that I like the Amish, but I'm not saying that at all. Just work with me. And then once they yell misogyny, he pulls out his beautiful wife and his 9-year-old son and his son's Rubik's Cube. Boom. He's America's hero, right? We got to put a suit on him, though. He America's hero. So now he the brand ambassador. He went from the driver to brand ambassador. Now we in the back tribing up, right? You know what I'm saying? We link up with all the non-cowardly, people, and then get him a man. Set up our own little central bank, funded off conch sales just because I decided that's how we going. What did you? And then we're gonna give people reparations.
I like this plan, but there is a reality that this plan speaks to that just made me uncomfortable. Black men have to get to a point where we can subjugate our women without taking cues from the white man. Like, oh, the white man did it, that's why I'm doing it. No, I'm doing it because it needed to be done.
No, I didn't say
also,
the white.
Well, hold on. And then also we have to get to a point where we don't even need the permission either. This is a two-headed thing.
Look,
I'm
all right,
with.
okay.
No, I'm with
Let's
your
just say I did agree with this crazy ass plan. Y'all need some training. So the first thing you need to do is go into your alley.
Who needs some training?
Try to rustle up 2 alley cats.
That's why you died at step 1, Dave. This is exactly why. I just want
Hey,
you
this
to
is some
understand.
territory. Me and Dirty from the trenches. Basically growing up in Chicago's like pre-trained guerrilla warfare, and since we already been part of the organizations that basically had hierarchies for, so yeah, we already know the plan.
Good. We good. We're gonna give y'all niggas a logo. Y'all better not give it to a hodo. And then we got to kill the next day. They gave the logo to the bitch. Do you know that every
so often we got to kill a Dave?
Murder.
And
Y'all
Keisha.
saying this too much, man.
Every song you got to kill a Dave and a Keisha because you got to keep Keisha around, right?
Dave, listen, some of us just won't make it, brother.
Man, look, you already want to sacrifice for something bigger than you, bro.
I'm not
You gotta be like that. You gotta be like that scene in the town.
You mean to tell me? Listen, I'm with dirty folks on this. Hold on, black man. You mean to tell me you talk all this pro-black shit, but you're not willing to actually sacrifice for the black dream? You're not willing to put blackness ahead of yourselves, bro. This is why niggas can't win, because of niggas like you. Either way, you gotta go, bro.
I ain't doing it for blackness. I'm doing this because I'm a Chicago nigga.
Hey,
I was talking to Dave, bro. Chill. I was talking to Dave.
Oh man,
we gotta be like what's his name, like Ben Affleck did with Jeremy Renner, man. Like, yo, I'm about to steal a car, whatever.
I mean, y'all ain't even started the plan. Y'all faction fucked up, boy.
I'm just saying, you trying to bring back the whole black nation, but you don't want to sacrifice, Dave. That's kind of crazy. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not ready for that.
That's all I'm saying. How you gonna have a black nation if we can't sacrifice a couple Daves? Is all I'm saying, bro.
You won't have a nation if you do that. Goddamn it, it's gonna be
Shit, that's like saying you. No, that's like saying you won't have a bush if you don't prune it. Pruning the bush is how you get a bush.
You gotta prune the rose bush, nigga.
All y'all gonna be doing is saying, "Fall back, fall back."
The land of freedom is watered with the blood of patriots. You're not a patriot, Dave.
You was sounding real patriotic earlier, like on some black patriotism, though, not this white people shit. You was sounding like a real black patriot, and we got the recipe for a black government. We could bring back the black, the black nation, the global black nation.
I tell you what, Dave. I will drop 5,000 for a parade and marketing. We'll make you our little local George Floyd. We'll have
statues, my nigga.
We'll march and shit. I make some local
die for this shit, Dave. You ain't trying to die for this shit like Christmas addicts and that term.
Every second Monday in June, every second Monday in June is gonna be Dave's Day.
That's why
I'm
y'all
cool
ain't
with
gonna
that.
make
Hey,
it
we gonna get a day off, man. Everybody gonna be cooking hot dogs.
A federal Negro holiday every second Monday in June, Dave Day, bro, and it's gonna be in the summertime because that's when niggas really get lit. You don't want to fuck with Dave Day because it's gonna be a 3-day weekend, bro. We making it a 3-day weekend just for you every second Monday, my nigga.
And nobody gets shot, man. Nobody gets shot.
I ain't promising you that. You're doing a lot.
The body,
Goddamn, you fucking the pitch up, bro. You fucking up the pitch.
Let's not ask for too much, bro. The body ball league still goes on. Yes.
Yeah, nigga, you got a solid pitch, bro.
Sacrificing Dave is also sacrificing Keisha. Death comes with Keisha. Death don't come with the look, ain't no death with 40-year-old men at their high school reunion, bro. Death comes with Keisha and everybody die in the parking lot. Without Dave taking up for Keisha, who gonna be Keisha's supporter? Because they were like, oh, we can't take up for Keisha. We saw what happened to Dave. Dave, you're a patriot, bro.
Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about?
God damn, see, we can't have a
Like,
black
what
nation
part
because
of
Dave ain't trying to go.
don't you understand?
What Keisha was you taking up for, bro? What Keisha was you defending?
What they playing is.
He came in defending Keisha. No. He started out when I started this panel, Black Thoughts on Female Leadership. Dave was like, I have a contrary opinion, right? Because we was all against it. And he came up on some like, well, you can't just say no to all of them. Some of them got fat asses. Like Dave was on some contrarian shit. That's why we came to this. That's why the plan started out the way it started out. And it's a good plan. It's a solid plan. It's like a white man's plan.
Damn, Dave. Damn.
Don't feel sorry for me. They the ones that's falling. Shit.
Can't win with
Be
niggas.
like, yo, what car we taking,
They
man?
ass like a goddamn Confederate flag from upper left to bottom right.
Win-win niggas. All right. Listen, we gonna figure out how to pitch the plan to Dave, because it's like, I feel like it's all hinging on Dave, and Dave ain't trying to go, and we don't need his support technically, but it'd be better. It'd make it a lot smoother. But we're gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna put a pin in that.
Hey, let me. Hey, so I asked a question.
On the screen.
What'd you say?
You asked the question, Free Zone?
Tic-tac-toe, Swiss cheese, y'all motherfuckers.
No, so I asked a question earlier in the chat, and y'all were talking about some other stuff, but I kind of wanted to know,
They stopped selling guns when you bought yours.
if current Biden was the only option running for president, which woman would you rather vote for instead of him?
Instead of who? Biden?
Biden. See, now don't know what time of day it is. Biden.
What makes you think a woman gonna run against him?
I would have voted for JB Pritzker because he's from Illinois.
Had to be a woman though. What woman out there, especially if she's on the Democrat side, but what woman out there would you have voted for? I think that is the question, right?
One from Illinois.
Yeah.
Chicago girl. All right.
It don't matter if they would be the Democrat, Republican. If it's at the top of the ticket and they're from Illinois, you can vote.
They voting for a South Side girl. I got you.
I mean, it can be any woman. It could be a conservative woman. Like, I don't care what the party is, but just woman.
What was that?
He basically said random black woman, random around the way girl. So I mean, I accept that as his answer. It is his answer. So
as long as you're bringing the money back to the closest you can to where I live, I'm good with it. That's
Niggas saying Hillary. All right, we got Hillary. We got Tulsi. Okay, Tulsi Gabbard. Okay. Damn.
I want to get to this clip that we got on screen here, because I don't think I actually got a chance to do like a panel review of this clip here, and I think it's appropriate because we're having black men's thoughts on female leadership. That's Bunk from The Wire, Dave. That's Bunk.
No, I'm saying
It's Bunk and Don Cheadle. Bunk and Don Cheadle. I mean Joy Reid. My bad.
That's Joy Reid.
Yeah. Cheadle. That's Cheadle Reid.
Yeah, she took out the Trump hair, man, because somebody confronted her on the street about it.
Oh my.
And as a black man, why should we fear the rise of a black woman? Any black man that has an issue with a black woman rising, then they have to look at their own inadequacy.
All right, that's the first question. As a black man, why would you fear the rise of a black woman?
Yo, I want to know this. I want to see them have the same energy if they see a black Republican run, black female Republican run.
Man,
that's why I want to see.
To ask the question, you already know what the answer is.
Yeah, I know.
She wouldn't be qualified then in their eyes.
Every black person has to be part of the Democrat side. I want to see if they're gonna have the same energy if they feel the same way if there's a black Republican running, black female Republican running. No likely. Talking about I'll be afraid of leadership if there's a black. I want a common sense person like they're gonna bring the money. I'm more about the money now, so I was like, yo, fuck it. I want money. I'm just gonna fit my money in my pocket.
Right. That's the only reason why this is why I'm not voting for him. Either one. Ain't none of them
for Trump because he's gonna bring that money back.
My W-2 taxes. Like there's nothing in it for the middle class. Period.
No, because like if you really understand, a lot of people don't. When they keep talking about taxing the upper earning class and everything, they're talking about people who earn a certain amount, earn income. You cannot tax the rich like that. They keep trying to do that. It's not going to happen because they're not under earned income. Their income is made differently.
Well, I mean, not even that, bro. If you're trying to find ways to overtax the rich, they're just gonna leave because they can.
Yeah. They want
differently. You can't. They got more. They're the ones that got the most debt than you think about it, and they know how to use that debt to flip it.
Well, not even that. To Free Zone's point, right? Reagan, like back in the day when he was like a movie star or whatever, he would stop doing movies. He would just shorten the amount of time he would do movies during the year. He's all right, we made enough money because we don't want to pay any more taxes. So that because they have the ability to do that and still maintain their lifestyle.
Yeah, there's always, if you're rich, there's always a way that you could not pay taxes.
And it's in the tax laws also too. So it's like, yo, if you want to really do that, you gotta change the tax laws for everybody.
Right.
They're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But if you're
The-
poor, you
matter of fact,
can't
the
afford it.
tax code.
Put your head up so much to where all I'm trying to say is I don't give a fuck about nothing of what y'all just said, except when are
I
they
know,
gonna
because you did
lower
already, bro. This is why you did.
W2 way
This is why we sacrifice you, Dave, man.
when they lowering mine.
Right in the volcano.
All that other shit y'all saying.
Throw Dave straight in the
Man.
volcano, bro.
No, you just
The
sacrifice the
regular
lamb.
middle class worker. I ain't
Oh,
never
let me get back to the clip though. Let me get back to it.
Inadequacy. What would make you so fearful of someone who was so beloved of you, who was so beloving to you, like your mother and your grandmother and your aunts and your sisters, that you cannot be proud and embolden yourself when you see someone from your community rise up? And I say,
You know, what's the problem with that? You're banking on the
moms.
not just the because your moms, your mothers, your aunties, your sisters, right? Your mothers, your aunties, and your sisters, right? Which you're banking on people having not only a good opinion of these women, which in the Black community that's kind of iffy, and then you're also kind of banking on the idea, the very idea, the fact that you're in a family, you have a tight family network, and I think Black America uniquely, maybe more than other family networks, we're experiencing like the deterioration of social networks in a way that other communities haven't really felt the brunt of yet. And we're asking we're asking people to we're banking on the existence of a social system that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, why would he
Because it was
start
never
though?
for us in the first place, Hood.
Wait,
You know
why,
what?
why
No,
would he
because
start? Wait, hold
And
up,
like the
baby.
video, people, absolutely. Likes are
yeah,
free
like the,
99. Go get one.
yeah,
Hey,
it's about to
why
get
would he
heavy, bro.
start with fear? Why would he start with fear though? Like just assuming automatically it's afraid. You're afraid of X. Why would you start there?
Because he gonna gaslight you, you know.
I am afraid. Don't even try to back me off of a legitimate, normal, rational reaction to a dangerous situation. Women driving the car, it used to make men fearful. Women to this day have way more car accidents than men. Most of the time, you'd rather drive the car than your woman
And most of the time, she would rather you drive. So there's that part.
because she's afraid.
Exactly. That's why she want me
And
to pass the princess so much.
and here's
But
here.
hold on. I cut somebody off. Wait a second, dirty folks. I cut somebody off because you were saying why be afraid, and I had to do that. But please, you got the
No,
floor
that,
back
that
now,
no
man.
that was a question. That's it. That's it.
All right, all
Why
right.
start? Why start it with
But
fear?
yeah, so I am afraid for good reason. Then, so there you go.
All right. So then you flip it. And I told my friend this like 4 years ago, and I blew his mind because he sounded like Dave. He got to go too. My nigga Rick Rhino, he got to go too. Dave, you ain't gonna be going by yourself. It's gonna be a whole pile of y'all.
Hey, look, man,
And
you ain't got to go by yourself.
Y'all need to learn how to communicate with each other.
that's real effeminate right there. That's vaginal. You need to learn how to communicate back.
I'm
No,
telling you, you
no.
think it's a joke, but when you see
Anyway, and I ain't got to,
My brother in Christ, we have been talking for 2.5 hours. You realize we've been at this for 2.5 hours. My good brother, and you would say that now. This is amazing. It's because we killed you a few minutes ago. That's why you said that.
Yo, man, we already put Dave in the sulfuric acid. We already put the
it's
drum
so
on.
hard
It
to
was
say.
it was
All right,
He ain't never gonna let
good
that go.
service. It was a good service, man. We played Beanie Siegel. I can feel it in the air. It was a good
Right, it
service.
was a beautiful
it
service,
was
bro.
beautiful,
Like he ain't
baby. It was
never gonna
beautiful.
let that go, though. God damn, you kill a nigga one time, he'll never forgive you. This is why the community can't get ahead.
All right, so here's the thing, man. I told my man this years ago. He never thought about it, and I'm gonna tell y'all now. Imagine you're a 17-year-old boy, right? You don't have any money. You're poor, but you like a girl, a 16-year-old girl. She ain't got no money. She poor too. Y'all just poor together, right? You decide to make her your girlfriend. Maybe you graduate from high school. Maybe you don't. You go to the service, right? 3, 4 years, you send them money back home. You know what I'm saying? You got a little GI Bill. They fuck you out the house though, because you black, right? So now you got to learn how to drive trucks or work at a factory or something, right? And all the time while this is going on and you're on your hero's journey, you like this girl, and this girl is fertile, and she just keep having your fucking babies, right? And she work a little part-time jobs from like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so she can be home when the kids come home from school. And she a good wife, I guess, more or less. And y'all just making babies, and you work and you strive and you trying to be somebody. And you work at this factory, or you work for the military, or you work as whatever you do for 25, 30 years, and you get a pension, right? So you pay off your house, right? Because you had a 30-year mortgage. Now, around the time you're paying off your house, your children start having children. You quit the first job so you can get a pension. You get a second job as like a Walmart greeter or something. Because you don't want to be in the house all the time, because now you're about 60. You don't be in the house with fucking kids and grandkids. Your grandchildren, the man who bought the his and hers Buick LeSabres, I don't know why it's always a Buick LeSabre. You bought her a house and a Buick LeSabre, gave her a lifestyle on the brow of your back, and your children's children will say, I'm going to grandma's house. This is where, because granddad gave her credit, this is where the Big Mama legacy leaves. Because once you remove Big Papa and you don't have a dad, or you got stepdad, now there is nobody to keep the family together. People always thought it was the woman that kept the family together. It was the man supervising the woman who allowed her, who wanted her to go outside and make friends, but you can't trust nobody because everybody want to fuck your whiz. So stick with family. Absent of that, you just got bitches running wild, having mismatched kids, and ain't no family reunions. And that's why what he's saying, and I like him as an actor, but he shouldn't talk. What he's saying, and maybe he should because he a boomer.
I was just about to say all that ties into that generation right there. That
Right.
that generation that speak. He could play Martin Luther King though. He just gave it on that little soliloquy speech right there. He could play Martin Luther King in the future, but yeah, it was that generation that started all the mismatched kids, the disobedient bitches, the weak ass jelly spine men, and then we paying for it right now in this election right here. This is the magnum opus of the whole boomer nation right here.
I go with that. I take it back. He can't say it because he a boomer. Him having boomer energy. He the last generation that can't say it. Protect all women ass nigga.
Do y'all believe that Kamala, as the president, will be 4 years of torment across the world, of America, or do y'all think that it's gonna be rough, but ultimately we're gonna be all right?
We're gonna
4
be
years,
all
bro. Try
right.
12.
It's gonna be rough no matter who in, dog. You got two wars going on. You got a NATO ally getting ready to flip Turkey, flip, which is Turkey, that's sitting dead in the middle. That is really the player in
The
both of
former
those.
Ottoman Empire.
You
Go
got
ahead.
you got you got you got the US dollar, I mean the US and the currency war, which all wars are under, man, no matter who's in. You got the border, you got immigrant, man, no matter who is in, dog. And you got the revision of almost 1 million fucking jobs from the job number. They done lied on the damn
Yeah, that shit was nasty, Dave, wasn't it? That was nasty work, bro.
how you
And
gonna fuck
on
around
top
and
of
What's
that,
that?
create
Like
900,000
800,000
jobs?
jobs.
and on
Yeah,
top
yeah,
of that, you got the biggest one of them all. What did Mark Zuckerberg just get popped off and had to confess to during this week?
we knew
Oh
that though.
yeah, that
Oh, like the
censorship
Twitter
shit.
the Twitter files and all kinds of like investigative work and shit said they had like 3-letter agencies that damn near all these companies. You know what I'm saying? They built
Yeah,
back
we've been
doors
knew
for these
that.
people. Yeah, we knew
If
that,
you
man.
if you were right wing, if you follow right wing social media, you knew that.
Oh yeah, about the document cover ups and hiding shit.
Yeah, I wanna jump over because we 2.5 hours in, and I want to jump over to one last subject before we wrap this whole debate up. And these, believe me, these clips seem to be disparate, but they all tie together because black men's judgment of female leadership most directly comes from just observing women casually and their life choices, right? And I mean, we wonder. You guys make us wonder why you do the things you do. We can't vote for your leadership as we watch you go through life, and it just doesn't look right.
Having a hard time to believe a very educated, a very attractive,
woman out of 41 years have not met Mr. Right.
Mhm.
That's enough time to find a lot of things out.
I bet.
And yet,
Mhm.
no kids,
Mhm.
single.
Mhm.
I'm not, but I am saying, are women's expectations unrealistic?
No, I'm gonna say, like I said on Nick, the question shouldn't be why isn't a woman of age, of success, of a certain caliber not married with kids? The question should be why are people rushing to the altar just to become divorcees or baby mamas and baby daddies?
Right away. Here's another issue with female leadership, right? And this is what burns me up in particular. You can't really hold women accountable in any real, like, individual way. Like, you point out to a woman, just if you're having a casual one-on-one friendly conversation, just like they are, you point out to a woman that you seem to have made some mistakes here, and it's like, no, I didn't make mistakes. See, the problem is you're even asking questions, right? Don't ask these questions. I'm gonna tell you the questions you should be asking, right? That right there. Why should we be? Why are we getting behind this kind of thing?
What's Dirty Folks' favorite slogan? Dirty. What do you say? Title's gonna title.
I was gonna title, man.
Clear
Well, he
deflection.
got he got
She
a bunch
ducked
of
that
he got a bunch of
motherfucker. She ducked that motherfucker better than Floyd Mayweather or Muhammad Ali in the motherfucking boxing ring, bro. Man.
not really. I mean, she said words, but it wasn't really a good deflection. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't really address like the question head up. You know what I'm saying? She did
That's what
deflect.
deflection was. She deflected it because it's like, yo, what Cam just did. Like, you know what? You talking about you this bomb ass boss chick? You all this? You this 10? But yet, as we always say, 10s get married years younger. She's in her 40s, never been married at all. Period. In her 40s,
Oh,
never
she
been
twice
married.
divorced,
Had no
bro.
kids. Yeah, twice divorced also too. Like at least have a kid out of one of them divorces. But damn, he had no kids.
So if she was single, if she was a single the whole time, that's like the one thing. But like she admitted on this interview on one of the clips that I saw that she like, I guess she was engaged 4 times. I'm like
Oh, that's
that right
nothing.
there is like a issue, and I'm like that's not a flex. Like some women like try to say that as a flex, and I'm like 4 times. That's a
I'm glad
lot.
you mentioned that. That's another thing. Because you know how females be, I would call engagement ships, being long-term engagements just to get married and divorced 6 months later after the marriage. But you took a 8-year engagement just to
Okay,
flex.
but
Like,
that goes back to what I was saying earlier. But then Hood said we can't talk about black women. We have to talk about like actual women. So I didn't say it. But you don't have to have an understanding for a marriage. You have those damn Gina, I'll marry you marriages in the black community, right? Like both of us need somewhere to live. We've been living here 2 years. We argue every day, but I'm just used to you arguing with me, so I'll marry you. There's no love in black women, bro. There's no intrinsic, I want you to be better. As a matter of fact, I hope you stay down because if you get better, you may leave me because I know I'm not worthy of a good man. So it's easier to keep you down than it is for me to just let you fly. Because I can't love you to let you go and hope you come back.
Big shout out to Big Tom over on Angry Snowman's channel. Thank you guys for supporting all the panelists. Thank you guys for supporting the streamers out there. Please like, share, and subscribe. The likes are free, but you know all the streamers who are also running this show on their channels, they would appreciate some support. I would appreciate some support too. Thank you guys thank you to everybody who's donated to the streamers out there today. Appreciate all of y'all.
but see, here's the funny thing about it though. See, and this goes for all women, all races that think like her. See, when you're in a relationship with that type of man that you say you got, and you want to go to the marriage, be a wife, it comes also with a compromise. She has to give up certain things that she doesn't want to give up. Just like a lot of these liberal females, ultra liberals, they want to have all this type of freedom and everything, but be married. But like, yo, you focus on certain benefits. You know, I remember Kevin Samuels arguing with the chick about how they want to be with this man with this 6-figure, this and that and other. But that comes with a compromise also too. Behind that, you just focus on the benefits. And that's where this chick is
Hey,
coming from. She wants to focus on certain benefits, look for the super perfect guy. But yo, what happens when you do get that perfect guy? You still got to compromise.
Hold on, we ain't even heard nothing yet. I want to hear more. I want to hear more.
This motherfucker
Mr.
done
O
figured
said
it
it
all
perfect.
out in 30 seconds, boy. I love it.
Hey,
And
Mr.
we
O
all
said
know
it like
men
perfectly.
we compromise way more
There's
than
only
females
trade-offs.
do.
Yeah.
There's only trade-offs, right? And is it? It's the great Thomas Sowell would say. It's only trade-offs.
Exactly.
I literally just said, man, shout out to Thomas. So I said that no solutions, dirty, no solutions, only trade-offs and takeaways, my nigga.
I think if
I have a
anything,
saying
we
with
need
that
to be
also. I would
teaching our
say choices
society,
come with
take your
trade-offs. Sorry about that.
time, young man or young woman, so that you can get to know not just this person, but yourself first, so that you can choose a life partner, not that that person isn't exempt to divorce, instead of rushing to the altar just to become a divorcee or a baby mama and have multiple kids by multiple women, just to say you have broken families everywhere. I don't see no benefit in that.
Drinking and
but
driving
is
is a
it
decision
rushing
that can
though,
change
Hood?
your whole world. You can face.
Is it rushing actually? Because there's a shot clock for men and women. Men's is a little bit longer,
I
but you know what I'm saying? There's a shot
believe,
clock.
like I tell my brother, he's in here, Shane, all the time, and who's 31 with no kids and doing well for himself. Take your time. You don't need to rush to an altar just to divorce this woman. And another thing is people who actually feel high valued within themselves,
Hey,
not
pause real quick.
financially.
Pause real quick.
In
You want to go
Because she
dirty?
said this 3 times already. Her entire thought process of relationships is the exit strategy.
Exactly. I'm glad
So
you
that's why you can't really, you know.
it's like you date a girl that technically she
Don't
don't
freeze
like
it.
me,
Yeah,
like
at
you.
least freeze it when her hands ain't there.
This is the
Why you gotta
excuse.
go
This
first?
is the excuse that women give that she's dating a guy that she don't like, but she getting the benefits. So she always mentioned about the breakup. Even if it don't work out, then you can still be friends and everything, blah blah, and see if we get together from that point, back door. So you want to put me through the back door somewhere like the back, like a damn used toy, and she would go back to me when you want to play with me again and shit like that. No, that's just
internally they feel high valued. They are not rushing to have a wife or a husband at the expense of divorce just to feel like they've added value to themselves, because it's a deficit if you're marrying for the wrong purposes. It is an asset if you're marrying from a place of creating a family, of creating stability, of raising kids who can see this thing move and this house not be homeless, but this house have wealth in it, the real wealth that actually sustains. And so for me, I'd rather take my time choosing than end up doing time because I'm making wrong decisions. I'm good.
Say less. Next question.
Did she just relate a marriage to doing time?
Hey, your freeze frame game is on point,
he,
good.
he just said, "I'm going right past that." That's that face.
Right,
You about to
that's
go
that
right to
bullshit.
the next thing.
You see how he answered that shit?
The next question. Nah, he off that one. He ain't even want to
I
make
hear
her
a lot
look
of your
bad.
bull. He's like, yo, shout out to the late Aaron Roger Curry. Insert dog face here.
But look, here's the problem. This is why I kind of want to use this clip, and it seems like a stretch, but not really. Black men especially can't be trusted to vote for women because black men are we are somewhat opposed to female accountability. Not just the concept, but the act itself.
Because Hood, the black woman is God.
There's that. That is real. That's one of the realer parts of it. Whether or not you go to church and worship the black woman every day, the black woman is God in a very real sense in the psyche of a lot of black men.
But if man had to find out that his God was a woman,
I say the black woman is God, and
black woman is God.
I say the black woman is God.
The black woman is God because, she was the first organism on this planet.
Who am I to check the first organism? You've been here organizing all this time, and I'm supposed to tell you something about how you be doing what you be doing when you did it. And we supposed to vote. How do you trust men like that to even vote for women, let alone trusting women? And that's a whole other thing. How do you trust these men?
You can't. You gotta make an example, bro.
Now we can talk.
The Most High say, never trust no man. I'm sorry, and
No,
especially a man that worships Yanni,
but
and he'll kill you for it. Right, Dirty?
Exactly.
That's
the
a
whole
number 2
point of
rule,
dirty
nigga.
Mac.
That's why Dave got to go first, nigga. Because my number 2 rule in life is going down over a nigga over a bitch, right?
Run up if you want. I keep telling you this shit.
Man, don't worry about it. Man, I'll send somebody at you, bro. Don't worry about it. Your mom should set that ass up properly, gassed up. And then you be like, Mom, why? I love the mother goddess. Nah.
Just don't think ducking is gonna do it, man. This shit go left to right.
You gonna kill in defense of her too. That's crazy.
Hey, yo, Hood, please highlight that one joint about the God-fearing man. That's probably on point right there.
Hey, that's
Yep.
Yeah, Mike in the chat says, hold on. Mike in the chat says, when they say they want a God-fearing man, it's under the guise of the black woman being God. That was a bar on top of a bar. That was bars.
And that was at least 4, bro. Like that wasn't the whole 16, but that was like the good cameo, the full hot bars. That everybody, yeah, that was that.
Let's put it this way, fellas. If you want to put this as a merchandise and a t-shirt, easy $1 million right here. Easy $1 million.
Man, this is like the first verse to Notorious Thug when Biggie spit.
I swear, I was thinking Biggie and Meth on whatever in the same song. Yeah, I was thinking that how it was going back and forth, Biggie and Meth. That was that Biggie 4 bars off. Fuck the world, don't ask me. Yeah, that was that. That was hot.
But
every black movement has been killed by a man who did it for a woman. Once you realize that you got to get rid of Dave, and then you have to proceed with the plan.
Man, you're gonna go into a fucking booby trap.
No, I stopped the booby trap.
Dave laying out the Rambo booby traps for Keisha.
I keep trying to tell
him and Keisha, they got all these Vietnam spikes and shit. They got the punchy sticks. They got all the traps. You're gonna get hit with a log. Boulder's gonna come down the side of a mountain. Shit gonna be wild trying to get to Dave, bro. But you gotta get to Dave to get Keisha under control.
Follow that's your Keisha.
Yeah, man.
Go through a lot to get to me, boy. I'm trying to tell you, man. Like you,
Dave about to reach his final form, bro.
The first level is y'all got to be able to look at this whole sequence that we playing and all of this, and understand that this is the feds.
You know, at the end of the first Predator, when Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was all out of like modern technology. He ain't have no guns or nothing. He just went straight up old school. That's how Dave gonna defend Keisha.
Shit, ain't defending Keisha.
Don't back away now. As you or her.
That's what y'all.
Kevin Costner.
I was just trying to come get it.
All this time, you didn't even know why you was dead. That's terrible.
That's why another reason you did. You don't even know why.
Yeah. It's like that's why we don't even feel bad. We talking about it and shit with you. We discussing the plan and shit.
What make you think? This is what I don't understand. It's weird because
nigga over here like, okay, George.
You'll never hear me saying nothing about saving nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm the one to tell y'all that soon I'll talk about how it was and how it should have been will be considered treason.
Just look at the rabbits, Dave. Just look at the rabbits, Dave.
Trying to tell you.
Not look at the rabbit. Look at the flowers. Just look at the flowers.
I forget how that scene went.
Look at the flowers, Daisy.
Oh my god!
Nice Walking Dead pun.
Yeah, man. Oh god, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, look at that was from Walking Dead. No, I was thinking about Mice and Men. I was thinking about of Mice and Men, but yeah, they did that in Walking Dead to a little girl. That was fucked up. That was wild. Walking Dead was a great show.
Oh, we living in it, Hood.
The Walking Dave. It's the Walking Dave.
The Walking Dave. Oh, bogus.
Ain't no getting
oh, bogus.
I'm I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun with this shit.
You good, Dave? You good, Dave, bro? I mean, I don't have my.
Now we got Mad Dave, like Mad Max. Now we got Mad Dave.
Yeah.
Graham the Terminator, boy.
When the boys go play, Dave can't play with us.
Nah, because he gonna bring a Keisha. So somehow, some way, he gonna be like, "Yo, you gotta let Keisha play too," and she gonna be over there looking all fucked up, and we gonna be like, "See, that's why you ain't supposed to be here, Dave."
Yeah.
I don't know why you think. Never mind. I'm gonna let y'all keep believing this crazy shit.
Cause you can't have a Negro empire without Keisha, bro. Don't think you slick.
The homie, remember the homie?
Yeah.
Existed. I don't want to go down that road. Y'all ain't ready for it yet.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You're absolutely
All
right.
will be seen, man.
That's why you dead and we alive. We wasn't ready for it.
Hey, chat. I like what y'all doing, man. Like, give me movie titles with Dave, and I like Dave Lander. That was
Dave
good.
Lander. Not Dave Lander. You know it's crazy. Yo, Homelander is supposed to be the bad guy. He's like he's the antagonist of the show, but he's my favorite guy, bro. I kind of want good things for Homelander. It's probably gonna be bad things for that universe they live in, but I want to see Homelander reach his final form.
So why is there so much hate in your heart for me reaching my final form?
Because I gotta live in your world. That's why, motherfucker. That's exactly. I literally just said it's gonna be bad for their world.
Homelander's gonna wind up dead too.
Hey, either way, I
Escape
want to
from
see how
Dave,
it goes.
like Escape from New York, Escape from Dave.
If you're familiar with the comic book based on, so
Hey, oh, you know what? I didn't really. I'm not all the way familiar with the whole story. I only know like part of it. So yeah, you're not. Thank you for ruining it for me.
It's gruesome in the comic. I mean, it's just, they kind of. I don't want to say when they did the Herogasm arc.
I remember that. Yeah, I know about Herogasm.
I would say in the comic is more bizarre than that.
In the show it was low because the comic is already over the top, and the show is over the top for TV anyway. So I get it.
They did his own identity. Yeah, there's some things I like in the show that from the comic. There's some I don't. And stuff. Yeah, but other than that, yeah.
Anyway, we got off track. We gotta get back to this.
Here's the thing, and this is you're the stand-in for the only good man, Dave. You're today's only good man, and I need you to understand the power.
Good black man.
I can't understand.
Strong black
It's
man.
an emergency, man.
You got a strong back and all of that shit.
So what happens is, in order to be the only good man, that means there can be no other men, because other men are better than you at what they're better at you at, which means there's a diversity of men, and men have to respect each other's differences and each other's similarities. But to be the only good man, essentially you're the only man. I watched this in the boomers my whole life, bro.
It's like we've all accepted a certain level of ain't shitness about ourselves and each other, and we've come to terms with that, and then we can build.
I accept that I ain't shit. Dirty, you accept you ain't shit.
My body count would be my body count if I thought I was a good man.
I don't even know what that number is. What is it? How you counted? Like that's crazy.
Bro, I counted. I got through like 300 names, and then I started forgetting names, and it was places like girl at the food court, girl in the mall. So then I started doing averages. Like, man, I was doing like 4 different girls.
Right. I've had highs and lows, good years and bad years.
Right. I'm trying to divide them. Like, then Keisha made me mad, and I fucked her best friend and her sister. Do I count those two? Like, think it. I don't think I. You know what happened, bro? I fucked Shauna from DTP, right? But I forgot I fucked her, right? And my friends told me, they pulled out the Disturbing the Peace Golden Grill album cover, like, man, you know who this is? I'm like, I don't know, Shorty. Like, you don't know Shorty? I don't know, Shorty. So then, like, that's Shauna, you fucked her. I'm like, I fucked her? So I asked my neighbor, did I fuck it? My neighbor was like, you fucked her. So I asked my barber, because my barber knew everything. He's like, yeah, nigga, you fucked her. And then I asked my he was like,
man, her ass got soft too, Dirty. That motherfucker nice and soft too, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, she was a bum when she got naked. Her body was flawless. But this before she got, like, I had that like 97.
Like that shit, man.
So once I realized that other people knew my sex life better than I knew my sex life, I was like, yo, I need to slow down. I'm gonna get AIDS or something, bro.
Jesus Christ! All right, we gotta get back to the clip now.
A few good days. Wow.
Hey, I ran
How
out of
young
blunts.
are you willing to go?
Hey, look,
Ooh, I
look.
love
I gotta
that.
mute
See,
myself
now
because
this,
I ran out of blunts and I gotta go get me some.
Yeah, mute up and roll up, Dave. That's what's up.
All right,
I'll be
man.
doing the same thing.
Stop without nicotine.
Come on now.
This is when the conversation
Come on.
gets good.
Come on now. We want to know that.
I'm gonna.
Because, like, look, I told you now.
Listen.
Look,
Hold on.
come on.
What?
Because
You going or I'm going? Who going first?
you. I mean, you're the guest.
So I'm willing to. I think, late 20s.
Men, this is where you turn the TV all the way up. Go ahead.
Late 20s would be the youngest. However,
we got to put a number on that though. Like you 27, 26.
27-ish.
X's.
Mm-hmm. But again, it depends on the maturity level of that man.
But this is where I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
But this is where
I baited you. I knew where we were going.
Your patience has
be there
to give him the
100%.
patience to bring his value up, or his function up to his
100%.
value.
100%.
Right.
100%.
But
100%.
So now
100%.
100%
yeah,
this too.
100%.
Oh,
I hate these conversations with women these are really popular now in the live streaming world, but these conversations with women that consist of all these intangible, incalculable concepts, high value woman, a woman who's done the work. You can't do that with a woman who's fully healed. You wouldn't be able to get away with that with a woman who's realized the value in herself. Like all these magical concepts. And it's like, why do I have to speak magic to talk to girls, bro? That shit is irritating.
Good. You know
and
what?
I don't think you have to. So, and I reject that shit. And that's why, people get mad at me.
Hood, you know what? This brings, this woman brings up a valid point. That's one particular whore that I can't stand. That is a whore with a psychology degree. Not only they are whores, they are supposedly be intelligent whores that learn how to manipulate other whores and other lesser enthused men. Basically, her script is she gonna be the older chick to a young nigga, and she gonna use all them little psychology manipulation tricks because she think that ergo as long as I'm in charge, as long as I know how to go ahead and do what's right for me to control this little nigga, I'm gonna make sure he knows that the black woman is God.
I was gonna say something close to that, not like how you said it, but yeah, she wanted younger dudes so she can manipulate them. She'll never get a dude. Here's my thing: she's an articulate idiot. That's why I push back when you guys were like, girls are smart. But I'm like, they're articulate. Like they talk a lot about nothing. They cotton candy. There's a lot of air in there. They're articulate. They pretty. Yeah.
I think girls are smart. Like when I say women are smart, and I'm not even being tongue in cheek in this, but when I say women are smart, it's more like in a predatorial sense, right? Like nobody thinks you're not gonna get a lion or a bear. A bear is not gonna do your taxes. A bear can't tell you how to formulate a good life plan, right? But bears are smart in the way a predator is smart, in that they know how to get exactly what they want out of a thing. And women are smart in that way. They know exactly they know exactly how to get what they want out of men. And that's an intelligence that men don't even necessarily know how to fight all the time.
I totally disagree.
That's
Women sell their own coochie, made coochie prices $5. Girls even need a pimp to sell their own body. Women don't know how to do nothing right.
Look, women have the emotional intelligence like Rain Man. Women have the women's intuition like Forrest fucking Gump. Tell me where I'm wrong at. Tell me, because them two examples they try to lead with say they got emotional intelligence and they have women's intuition, but you look at their baby dad.
I don't think we can have on the one hand knowledge of so many men who got jammed up by girls, who made bad decisions with obviously the wrong women, and men who just had bad outcomes with women in general without, you know, women having some kind of hand in it. Like I think it's obvious that women have some kind of skill in it. They may not be smart in terms of like, if you want to build a building, like design it from scratch, you're not necessarily going to find a girl. But if you want to set a dude up, you're going to send a girl at him.
Yeah, but Hood, I look, I agree with you, right? It is a relative thing, but I just seen videos the other day. They taught these dogs how to drive cars. They modified the cars so the dogs be able to drive. And
Yo, I
seen
seen
another
a
video.
rat. I seen a rat, bro. This dude built a little teeny tiny car, and it was like a little like a toy car. It was big enough to put an actual rat in, and he gave it like 4 buttons to go. I think it was 3 buttons. It was left, right, and forward. And he would put little treats out, and the rat had to drive to the treat, bro. He made the rat drive a car. So women and rats can drive
Yeah.
cars.
Even I even seen a dog, man, like riding a lawnmower. They modified this riding lawnmower for this dog to mow this lawn.
But
You
to
ever
be
seen
fair,
you seen this the surfing squirrel?
yeah, the serpent
Yeah, I
squirrel
have.
be a gangster.
That was they did like several of those though
Yeah, that was
over the
like
years.
years ago. But women are rats, bro. We called them hood rats in the 90s.
Bingo.
I would argue that myself included, before I realized that girls can't love and they're just weaponizing men's love. I like all other men who grew up with a black mom was taught like girls are there's a nice girl somewhere. So you set yourself up for that. Women don't necessarily set you up. Women
That's that somewhere over the rainbow bullshit.
Bullshit. They do say, what the?
No. Women are opportunists. You set yourself up. You gave her access to your shit. Nigga, I flew a girl in from the A, nigga, and the girl broke into my fucking fire safety shit. You know the fireproof safes that you got? But mine had a key. I didn't have a combination. The bitch picked the lock to my safe. Nigga was telling me about my bearer bonds and shit. I'm like, I had to send the bitch back on. Look, girls. But if she would have robbed me blind, which she couldn't, because she could have. She took my money. She could have flew home. But if she would have robbed me, it'd have been my fault for having this goofy bitch who I met in a fucking parking lot of 112 in my crib. Right? Men set themselves up for women to do dumb shit because men think women are good people.
Yeah, I think women do get a lot of passes on the image of women being good and wholesome, and men I think we kind of like that image of women, even if it hurts us in the long run.
Or
We
they just
need that.
pussy thirsty also too.
No, I think we need that image of women because without that, we would be really, really harsh to women on some like Middle Eastern shit.
We supposed to be. They need that. They yearn for that. They desire that. They begging you for that. But no. What you say, dirty? They scared to out 5 them.
Man, scared
You
of
want
Al
me to
5, bro.
think you feel a certain way, you need to act it. You need to earn it. Most men do not know how to earn it.
I hesitate because that isn't the particular culture that was like the most dominant culture in the history. They had their time, but ultimately the Western culture proved to be the most dominant culture. And I think what I'm saying is there needs to be some kind of middle ground, right? I don't like where we are now with all this loose liberalism, but I don't think we need to go to desert links either. We don't have to have a desert tribes approach to women either, because they are some different shit. They have things you don't necessarily want to have either.
Okay, here's the problem with what you're saying. That's you saying just early in I guess earlier podcast that today's Republicans are 1982 Democrats, right?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, the bell curve has to spin back. You have to go full desert sand nigga oppression.
No, 1900 Orthodox Christianity.
To get back to the median, to bring the bell curve back to center. It'll tilt back again eventually, right? Like Rome had to fall. Like Rome had all them little gay, them lady boys and fat chicks talking about they Lizzo.
If you look at these videos, because I'll be on Twitter all the time. That's like my preferred social media. But a lot of times there'll be videos of like old Europe back in like when color video and TV was first a thing. and there'd be videos, or people would go back and color the videos themselves, I think. But there'd be videos of like men and women just walking around different cities in Europe and England, even in America too. One thing you notice, there were no titties popping. The women were covered. They were covered almost to levels acceptable in the desert, like Islamic levels. Like women had scarves on their head and whatnot, and these were like European Christian women. And so the point I'm trying to make is that there are things that I think we could actually go back in time to that is still actually Western culture.
I wouldn't do that though.
No, I want to keep
Look at
the
one
status
specific
quo the way
culture.
it is. I like to see titties and ass on
No,
IG
no, actually,
and on
actually
Twitter.
But indigenous culture is different. African culture is different from
like
European.
under the dirty folks plan, I wouldn't allow them to wear clothes. They don't like wearing clothes, no way. They go shopping all day just to come home and take
Yeah,
everything
but
off.
you wouldn't let them off the plantation. So it's like,
okay, so
yeah,
there's a trade-off. You naked,
yeah,
but you here.
yeah. And what would I complain about? I'm not at your house all day.
So again, at least I'm thinking about for mankind. I want these bitches, you know, they can still wear the little teddies, the little lingerie on Instagram and what's the name.
They can't. They gotta wear onesies. If they gotta wear onesies. They can have the snap at the bottom onesie.
Not onesies with the snap crotch.
No, I want to see some skin. I want to see some curves. I
Not
want to see
even,
that thong.
not even the zip up back. He said the onesie with the snap
Look,
crotch. No.
look, I'm a pragmatic businessman. You know what I'm saying? I know what men want. Bitches want to be naked, but look, they want to tease you. See, you want them to be naked, but guess what? They don't get no excitement out of it. They want to tease you.
I don't care what they
Mr. O, they be wearing that stuff to the grocery store, man. Come
See,
on, they be
you know
wearing
what? I
to
want
the
to.
grocery
I want
store.
to end. I want to end on this note, but this is like the final reason, and this is why Jesse Waters got in trouble with that comment he made about the generals will have their way with Kamala or whatever. We can't help but to devolve into sexual innuendo. No matter how high-minded the conversation intends to be, if it goes on long enough, someone's going to make a sexual innuendo joke about the women. And it's just in our nature as men. It's hard to do that. When it comes to male leadership, no, yeah, men, we wouldn't do because it's weird and gay. But when there's a female leadership, like sooner or later, it'd be like, hey, those titties though. Like we just can't help it.
But who you think of here, right? You know she's not faithful to her. She got to be a beard. So who you think should not Waltz, because Walt look like he a beard too.
Well, I don't know if her husband's gay, really, because allegedly he like cheated on his ex-wife and got the nanny knocked up. So I don't know if he's really gay.
That don't mean nothing, man. That probably
he's like a secret agent on some different shit. I don't think he's hiding his gayness. He's hiding something else.
All right, so let me go kick it off. All right, so you asked about black woman leadership, right? Now let's go back to what I said earlier in the last beginning of the panel. Tiffany fucking Henry. Now this bitch, Kwame Kilpatrick couldn't get away with what this chick has gotten away with the money from Dalton. This chick is now on record spending and tricking money recently in Texas, spending more than the taxpayers' money of Dalton. They stupid goofy asses. They get what they fucking deserve. It is what it is. But still, though, this is the black woman leadership. Because keep in mind, she's the current demographic of the black woman. She's a millennial. She's from the hood, so she grassroots. She's not running not only one township, she's running two at the same time. So that's that boss chick mentality. She's the epitome of what the B-dub and what these liberal women and men, well, I guess it is just women. I mean, since you want to talk about liberal. So all the liberal women, even ones with phalluses, are going to support this shit.
And she a felon. How you become the mayor and you a felon?
And oh, damn.
Yeah, she used to be a card cracker. She was bouncing checks and shit.
Hey, listen, I raised the question I asked earlier, bro. Name a black female mayor who's actually good. Nobody likes their black female town leaders or whatever.
Yo, I just thought about that. How your mayor a card cracker? Now you surprised she messed up your treasury? Like this is what she does.
Hey, Hood, when you ask for black female mayors, are we also talking about ones on TV? because that's the only ones I could think about. You know what?
Those the only ones that be good. And you know what? This is why I don't watch TV anymore. I swear to God, I realize television. Watching television will give you an impression of women that you can never find in real life. Like you be in love, straight up romantic, over the hills love with TV impressions of femininity, and you can never find these women in the real world.
The tea,
And
the
then
gaslight.
they make it look like they're also good at whatever job they're in.
Well, I was just looking up, with man qualifications. I think it depends on cities and stuff like that. But the president is a whole different level. Yeah, I mean, you can still be a felon and still run for president. The only thing you got to be for requirements is to be 35 years and over, a natural born citizen, and at least live here for at least 14 years. That is it. That's why everybody's so shocked about Trump and everything. I'm like, yeah, you can still be a felon, run for president. You can become president also too. That's not one of the requirements to run for president.
And shout out to I don't.
Yo, I gotta do a show about this Colorado shit, man, because I've been collecting a lot of videos about this shit, man. This immigration thing is getting out of control. My next show gonna be all immigration, bro. This shit is crazy.
Oh, they tearing up Colorado hood. What? Denver, Boulder, what?
Yeah, bro. These Venezuelans is getting crazy, man. This shit
That's
about
the
to
one
be Caracas out there.
I'm like, yo, I was just discussing that with a passion of mine. I'm like, yo, they know where to go to say neighborhoods. It's like the freaking Carter and shit like that. I mean, look for the weak-minded people, really weak-minded blacks and shit, and take over.
I'm really looking for weak-minded whites, bro, because we're in Chicago. Like, look, bro, if it wasn't for our gay-ass mayor, if it wasn't for Brandon Johnson's work, bisexual. Look, bro, they mess with our old people, and I don't like that. They mess with our like 60-year-old people. I don't like that.
Hold on, 60-year-old people is boomers, man. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, but they still
soft
got
targets, bro.
Yeah. I don't
Soft
care if your
targets,
grandson beat you up. It can't be no foreigner, bro.
All right, I'm back.
But
yeah, that's where we going now, man. I got to talk about that shit next. That shit's getting crazy.
Bro. They don't. Am I lying on this? Oh, like they kind of spooked us out here, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, man, allowing them up in like this, they taking over neighborhoods.
We done put in a full 3-hour conversation, a straight up Panah stream. The whole stream was a Panah from start to finish, man. We got to wrap this thing up. Shout out to all the panelists, man. Thank all y'all.
Left hand side, bro.
That's how we the ball hood or no, like during the weekend.
Oh yeah, everybody in the hood chat and dirty chat, subscribe to my channel too. You know what I'm saying?
All right, and everybody give their condolences to Dave, man. It's been nice, but we've all determined that.
You know what I'm saying? They over here.
And I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss everybody.
I call them the fallback boys.
Dave in the gangster lane right now.
Dave did it for Tribe, though. Dave did it so we could all be better, bro. If it wasn't for Dave,
he didn't really. We had to hunt him down and shoot him like a dog. But still, we gonna on his statue. We gonna say he sacrificed for the community.
Oh, I miss my man Dave, y'all. He should have been gone in front of the panel. Sorry.
Oh yeah, all of that. We gonna have mixtapes, T-shirts, little buttons and shit. R.I.P. Dave.
Man, the fallback boys, I always try to talk about victory, man.
We gotta end this panel, man.
Yeah, we gonna send you with your ancestors and that black empire, man. You gonna be right with the ancestors.
Yeah, bro. You gonna like being dead.
That's what I'll be ready to do.
God, I'm sorry. All right, that was too far. Far.
Fallback boys don't know when to fall back.
We gotta get out of here. This is what happens after the 3-hour mark, bro. This shit goes too far, man. This is why
Yeah,
I gotta
man,
pull an OG move and just end this shit now, man. We doing too much. We
no,
doing too much, yo. Shout out to the panelists, man. Thank y'all to everybody who was watching. Shout out to all the other people on the extra streams. I know half the panelists up here was like double streaming the conversation. So that's actually what I want to happen. We gotta spread these pandas out. We gotta get the other people up into the conversations too. So, you know, spread the message, grow the tribe, all these things, man. Appreciate all the listeners out there. But we got to end this show. It's been a hell of a conversation. I hope you guys have been educated and informed. And may Dave rest in peace forever, y'all. We out of here.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.